ciao, buongiorno, or as they might say, hello, because English does indeed seem to be the language of Lord of the Rings. Well, it was written by an Englishman, so why wouldn't it be? But hello in whatever language you prefer. I will try to speak it. If you would like to me to say guten Tag, then I can. All those things. Bonjour. All those things. But anyway, Dao to my fellow Danes as well. But we are at an interesting time here because the campaign in the north is progressing. Of course, not always as quickly as we would like it to, but it is progressing nonetheless. Carn Dûm is under siege, but we'll get out of that. I'm sure we will. We've got a well-prepared garrison in here, a military garrison fully upgraded. We've got decent towers, and I think we can hold these buggers back. We have Adrian, who is striking at weak points strategically. Athelin in this case, and then we'll see if we can get our dear Gandhi here to take care of some of these buggers, which I think we can. Maybe next turn, who knows. Either way, we're going to see what they're going to do, and we have one bit of unfinished business before next turn, because it has been brought to my attention, and quite rightly so, that it is quite foolish for our capital to be sitting in Byrreg, which is literally in a corner of our realm, and I know, our realm is elongated and stretched out to blisteringly great lengths, but nonetheless, it would therefore be right for us to consider moving our capital, and so we should either pick it, something that's more northerly. Ostsul has been put forward, and I think that's pretty good, specifically with our future conquests of Angmar in mind. Matraith could also be interesting if we end up expanding west, but since Enedwaith is our ally, I see this as a very distant possibility, so I sort of concur. Ostsul it is, and eventually this might mean that we smash out this militia garrison, because effectively it will be useless if we ended up in a situation where the enemy don't really attack Ostsul because they're focused up here, and yeah. But anyway, we're going to see about that. For now though, we are going to make it our capital. There we go, a new seat of power, an abandoned watchtower. Woo! I mean, people mock the Egyptians for building capital cities out of whole cloth in a desert, and then here's us just saying, yeah, okay, we've got these population centers down here, we've got these very important cities of old up here. What are we going to do? We're going to plonk our seat of power into, well, a watchtower essentially. It's spits in the face of all logic. But it does help slightly with our economy. Detmansteig is now profitable, Anuminas makes a little bit more, all those lovely things. Tharbad, Matraith, they're happy. And Byrreg and Dunedain are not too displeased. There's probably a bit more corruption here going on now. No, actually not in Byrreg, that's very nice. Thanks to our lovely, lovely folks governing. Okay, this is a bit different, but of course, we're getting great roads, you know, whenever we get the cash for it. And we're going to see what happens in the following turn. So strap in, dear viewer. I'm gonna have myself a sip of my morning tea. So much tea will be had today, I can promise you that. Because I have a weekend ahead of me, let's just put it that way. As recording this, it's Friday, and this will go out on Tuesday. So it has been a weekend by the time this airs, and it has been a weekend where I have either triumphed or failed in my duty to make good on a party concert, because I'll be both playing the guitar and singing. It's going to be fun. Oh my lord, there are actually good troops here. Okay, this is going to be a struggle. Alright, let's see how we can do this. Deog comes, and his troops are better than I expected. So, we're... okay. Reliance on towers. Oh dear. We're gonna see what we can do. I'll take a sip of tea. To me, dear friends, to me! Did the innermost ring of the settlement have towers too? We'll need to check that. So, These are definitely towers, and they're definitely working, and that's great. Those are not, I believe. They're just ornamental. These are... Yeah, they're ornamental. Yeah, it's fine. And yeah, so it's only the outer wall, but the outer wall is decently spec'd, you know, but essentially 4 towers per gate is our situation. And they're coming from this place here, and they want to attack us with their ballistae first. And who knows if they'll actually break through with those, but I guess we're gonna see. Right. Looking at this, it might actually be prudent to put our archers up here. Damn it. I was really banking on them sending nothing but cheap hillmen against us, but meh. Fortune favors Angmar on this day. But we'll see how many of them we can slay to make it easier for Gandhi to win another day. And we should try to... Come on. Come on! Surely there must be space for you. Somehow. Okay. Well, that's good enough for now. Okay, then we have... yeah, we have essentially 3 different types of troops available to us. They can breach the wall over here, and maybe they will, or here, but anything beyond that is of course not really that useful to them, because moat. I don't think they can walk on this place. It's I think it's obstructed, so yeah. Anyhow, yeah, these archers that be somewhere around here. Probably. We'll save their arrows to use them in maximum effectiveness, and pre-land militia. Well, we shall essentially try to keep them with these gates as possible, as long as possible, because doing so maximizes the use of our towers, and they're going to be bloody necessary to do bloody murder upon these people. Right, let's put our archers in slightly less nonsensical positions. Something like this, I guess. How can we put you guys? Like this? I guess that'll be fine. Yeah. Alright. Then we've got the volunteers of the Dunedain. And aren't they just looking swanky? Now, our morale is going to be a bit of a pisser today. Not gonna lie. Okay, here come the ballista. The ballistas. Ballistas? The ballistas. Yeah. The ballistas. I don't think these towers over here will be able to reach anything on this front. I think these 4 are the ones to go by, but but actually, I say that, let's put some archers up there. Because they could fire decently upon the enemy when they arrive, so that's nice. At least for a time, and then we can pull them up. We have endless avenues for mobility, which is definitely good. Our volunteers will not be on guard mode, but everything else will be. Okay, where are they going? Oh, they're going over here. Okay. You know what? Let's just pull you guys out to not lose any of you. Just gonna move them out of the way in case something breaks through. Every life of ours that we can keep intact is definitely worth it. Okay. That's apparently it for their siege weapons, so hooray for that. Oh, they're up. They're on the move. And what are those? Northguard. Bloody hell. Okay, but they essentially want to spread themselves thin across walls defended with towers, and we can be with them on that. So let's do something. What do they have? Do they have anyone going over here? No, they don't. Just that one unit going that way. Interesting. Very interesting. Breland Militia, you're going to be instrumental in keeping things steady around here. Archers, let's put you over there. Because these Dunedain will actually keep these towers primed. So, let's see where they go. But yeah, they're getting shot up quite nicely. Very good. Okay, and here... Oh, their siege tower's gone. Oh, I'm sorry about that, dear warriors. And I'm going to shoot your savages. Alright, they're going over here. They're going for it, boys. They're going. They're coming for us. They can take quite a bit of punishment, these North Guards, but we shouldn't overestimate them either. Because, I mean, they are really good, of course. They've got a great defensive stat. And they've got the effective against armor trait and an okay attack stat. Let's compare that to these guys. Better attack stat, but of course, nothing against their armor. But armor is only like, it's less than half of our defense skill. So actually, they reduce our armor by, our total defense by 3, which isn't too bad of a disadvantage when thinking of the fact that we also have towers helping us. So I think we'll be able to hold them decently. Alright. Halberdiers. Yeah, let's shoot at those. That's a lovely thing to do.
Our enemy's ladders have reached our walls. It's time for butcher's work.
It sure is. Let's line up with those ladders, please. What are they? What are they? Yeah, it seems that the farther away they are, the better they actually shoot at them. Which is a weird quirk, but they are shooting the more direct volleys from this angle. But I'm not really wild about the arrow dispersal versus the troops, so we're going to save it until more troops are sort of in range. That's fine. Alright, so far, Dunedain volunteers doing a decent job. 105, 104.
The enemy are battering down the gates.
Okay, but now they're going to start getting some real mass up here. And as they do, it's going to get progressively more difficult for our volunteers to hold them. Our towers aren't even really getting much of a beat on them because they're too mixed in with our own troops. But the wall effect is definitely working to our advantage there. It's really nice. Okay. Didn't I tell you guys to move? I wanted all of you to move. It's like, come on. Let's say it again for the guys in the back. I want you over there. And why aren't these towers firing more aggressively? I really think they bloody well should be. Anyway. I guess they might once the enemy comes a bit closer. 96 and they're winning, and yeah, they're only... They've done such a good job. Congratulations to the volunteers.
The enemy's ram has
The
reached
North
the
Guard
gates.
is wavering before them and fleeing even. That their morale should break before ours. Truly, that is pretty good news. Okay, so they're through the gates. Let's see what happens. They charge in with wargs, and that is perfect fodder for our militia. Really.
The walls are no longer ours. The enemy have taken them.
Let's just slowly move our victorious volunteers in. Okay, so there's some infantry coming over there, and we want to hit them. These guys, you can sort of start hitting those savages. That's going to be good. Come on. Could you please hurry? It's not like there's a war on or anything, is it? Nah. Come on. Go on, guys. Yeah, there you go. Now, shoot some warriors, please. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so in they come, and they are barging through our defensive lines. Because that's what decently good wargs do. But I don't think they'll maintain that too well. The infantry is going to be the tricky bit, because that's just going to swamp us, really. We're going to keep our volunteers a little, you know, in reserve, as it were. I think we might need more on this side, actually. Maybe we should, I don't know. Don't know what we can do about that. We should actually walk them this way. But it's going to be such a long way, actually. This is such a big map. Our forces are already shaken. That's not the best thing. And now you guys are so disadvantaged that you need to move. Okay, how about you? How are you guys firing? Come on, keep shooting. I mean, we're doing good. We're doing good. It seems that we might have something on these people. Hello, Angmar infantry. What are you doing up here? How do you get through that column of Breland militia? Okay, why do I ask that? Of course they can get through the Breland militia, but still, it's a little sus. Okay, volunteers, I need you to charge in, because otherwise you're just going to get shot, and that's not fun for anyone. Come on, archers. Go where I want you to go. I know I'm giving you a lot of weird orders these days, but really, it's all for your own good. And I wish that you could see that. Because I really do love you guys. Alright. Iron Crown Halberdiers, let's shoot them. Volunteers. Oh yeah! The loss of their general is definitely something. If we can keep up this momentum, this kind of momentum, then we're actually not looking too shabby. Okay. Angmar infantry, Angmar warriors, it's just a hodgepodge of units over there. Okay. But we need to keep our good guy alive. Come on. Assemble on the proper side. Come on. Because you're going to shoot those people, right? How can you shoot them if you don't have a decent angle on them?
Defeat seems almost certain.
Save it for the rest of them, you bloody pillock. Don't give them any ideas about winning. Okay. Okay, maximizing the use of our towers is a bit of a lost cause, it seems. Because our towers are proving sort of useless, but... Okay, everybody seems to be in dire straits. All units are facing defeat. It's a weird situation. But our volunteers are doing an excellent job. I mean, you really can't criticize them for what's happening here today. That is very, very good. They are absolutely standing firm, yeah. Well, let's keep some in reserve. Keep them fresh, keep them happy. These guys, yeah, what can you do? Let's push the enemy a little bit over here. If we can set a route going here by giving them a morale shock or something like that, that would be pretty nice. I need your archers to actually just line up properly, because otherwise you won't shoot properly. It's a pain with you guys. Okay, so how are we doing here? No? Our volunteers not getting up there? These walls are apparently a bit of a challenge. What wouldn't I give for my towers to fire properly, for my archers to do a proper job? If I put you down here, will you work? Will you do something? Thank you. Get down, then. It seems like they're not even resisting. There's something wrong over here with how these units are operating. Ah, okay. Now our units are climbing onto the walls. Very leisurely, just walking straight up and sort of plump, plump, plump. And then they start hitting them casually. Okay. I mean, as long as it makes the enemy unhappy, that's good. Oh, I'm seeing routing. I'm seeing routing. This is good. This is good. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Yeah, don't get too eager about things there. Guys, actually, they're about to rout. So maybe all we need to do is push them in melee and they'll be gone. That would be pretty nice. Yeah, let's do that. Everybody, run in and let's see if we can use the mass of all of our forces to rout these buggers.
Keep them at a distance.
Come on. Give them a good amount of pain, and they might actually just all run away.
Let's pray it remains as such.
With tea in hand, we stand.
We've lost half of our men.
Yeah, but look at this. We're absolutely killing it. This is pretty amazing. I was mentally preparing myself for a defeat here, but... and these lumbermen are apparently very eager to just stand around and be poked at all day, but... I mean, as long as they're letting themselves get taken down by farmers, then hooray. What are you even doing? What's the purpose of this mission you're on, guys? Okay. This battle map must have done something really weird to how the game operates units, because everything has been acting weird. This one. I mean, hey, we're coming out ahead, so that's nice. But look at that. They're just letting themselves get killed. Yeah. Maybe not run to those guys. Actually, let's leave it to Beaver, okay? And by Beaver, I am of course referring to the Dunedain volunteers, who are expertly mowing down these longbowmen. Oh, hello, here come the archers. This is such a strange sight. But our volunteers are absolutely manhandling all these guys. I couldn't be happier. Okay, and then we have that ballister crew, but that, you know, again, we'll manhandle those as well. So much manhandling. We're going to send all of our men to handle these. Yeah, don't chase the people who are fleeing. That's a bit silly. Let's just get out the ballista, get them out of the way, and win the day. They were even just rolling their ballistas toward us. Such a weird battle, this. I mean, not in the grand scheme of things. It's not like any major bug happened. It's just every unit has behaved really weirdly, right? I mean, archers just standing around getting blasted with swords. It's weird.
The enemy are utterly vanquished. This is a great victory, worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
The Dunedain volunteers, look at that. But also, hey, look at our archer militia captain here. Well done, lad. Well done. 194 kills. A couple of them are on our own team, but actually I would have expected more. So, good job, everybody. We have done grand deeds on this day. And now, a cup of tea, if I may. Today's tea is a green and white tea because I'm feeling kind of light today. I just want to be in a nice mood that's relaxing, not too aggressive, and this tea has been reused before, at least once, so it's not that, you know, it's light on the stimulants, shall we say. It's a tea that's light on stimulants.
If the enemy finds us
Nice and
here,
soothing. I think this must be a third time use this round of tea that I'm making.
Surely you'd rather.
It's been in there for like 25 minutes. Yeah. I'll have some money.
Victory in
Thank
your
you.
name, my lord.
What? What are you doing, Angmar? You guys just don't quit, do you?
We must make a stand. We
I
are
mean,
besieged.
I got to admire your balls. I mean, don't take that too literally, of course. Swordmaster skilled in Barkeleg. You know what? Yeah, that would be pretty nice. Why not?
Come and get me.
We can upgrade some cavalry weapons. That's not bad. Oh, we failed to meet Gundabad. Well, okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. Actually, I suppose we must. If we take like the mountings of Angmar, then we'll be bordering them, won't we? Okay. Oh, 2 new generals, Istion and Aranel. No, Meritor. Ooh, okay. Not bad, not bad. Okay.
Yes, my lord.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna take Himramir,
Your orders, my lord.
the defender, and he's gonna go with these rangers, and he's gonna have a nice walk in the
We
park.
shall continue
I'll take them
tomorrow.
elsewhere.
Yes, my lord.
Ostul will get by fine with without them. I'm very certain.
Your orders, my lord.
What Captain Ulf is doing over there, I do not know. But I guess we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Dunedain itching up towards 65%. Yes, yes, yes. And so armsmen will be had eventually. Oh, hello, my favorite people in the world.
Rip off your head and spit on your neck.
Well, yeah, I'm just
Yes,
super
my
pleased
lord.
to see you guys.
Your order. Yes,
I'm
my
almost
lord.
tempted to just run in all my generals,
rip
shoot
off
a
your
bunch
head
at them, and then
and
be
spit on your
gone, but
neck.
I don't think it'll go very well.
Greetings, most noble
I
ally.
guess for now we should just keep our troops where they are. Try to ensure that none of them die in a siege, because we do want to retrain folks with experience like this. But it shouldn't be too long before we can. Like 1 turn, 2 turns. Yeah. Next turn we'll be able to retrain both of those, it seems.
Your orders, my lord.
And here we are surrounded by not a lot at all. I say we push. We push on. Let's actually make a
With
tower over
honor,
here.
Making camp here.
Because we can.
This tower will keep vigil
Now,
over the
Adrian is
land.
now a bit better fortified than last time I checked. So,
It will be an honor defeating you.
we'll need to figure out what to do with that. More rangers, though. That's definitely a good thing. Carn Dûm, you are building. Yeah, let's repair that little bit of wall. They scratched our dear home. Well, new home, I suppose. And let's retrain the Breland militia, steadfastly
Yes, my
carrying
lord.
on their duty, in spite of all that opposes them. You know what?
Your orders,
Himramir
my lord.
should really get a
We
little
shall
bit of help,
continue tomorrow.
because it looks like he'll be facing some opposition wherever he goes. So I'm going to train an archer militia in Vindsvept and send these guys off.
Yes. We'll make camp here.
Yeah. Tharbad feels like a little bit of a money sink at the moment, with all these troops in here. Of course, we're trying to change that, right? I mean, increasing free upkeep and all that. But
Orders,
hmm.
my lord. By your command. Orders. Your will, my lord.
Yes.
But we need to manage these things carefully. But seeing as how we are getting sort of out of the woods in terms of goblin aggression, we can sort of negotiate our way out of most of it. I am tempted to send the majority of these buggers out
Orders.
to other more meaningful tasks. So we're gonna take the main infantry. We're gonna take the rangers. We're gonna take some scouts. Yeah. And we're gonna send them off.
Yes.
And
Make
Matrice,
camp here. Orders.
Oh yeah, you're also sending troops here. You're sending them to where? And Numenus. Okay. Oh yeah, of course, because we're sort of gearing up to hit back at the dwarves with a little bit of luck. And you know what? That is still a good plan to have, especially seeing as how we can send 2 generals instead of 1 towards, say, Barketa. Yeah, I'm decently optimistic about that, especially if we can retrain these units. Then we'll have a chance. You know, we'll need to beat back Thrain, but I don't think that'll be too much of a problem, especially not with reinforcements coming in. These guys are retraining. They can also join, and then we have a nice group of cavalry units overall. So these fellas here with Calamir, they are going to head north toward Himramir, congregate with Meldir. Then we have a nice little strike force of Dunedain that we can send into, say, the Rudar lowlands or something. Yeah, I think that's pretty nice. Okay, let's see what's besieging us over here. They must have some decent units, otherwise I don't think they would. We can definitely do a night attack on them. That will probably take them by surprise. Yeah, we're going to do exactly that.
We shall engage.
Night attack. Halbar, you're mine. You have some marauders, you have some raiders and raiders. So they have their little bows. Their little bows. What's your range like? It is, oh yeah, it is 110 meters. Not too good compared to our scouts, which I think have maybe 130 or something. A little better, not much. Functionally, it's almost the same. They have dark blades though. That is the major thing. If we can somehow charge down that unit a bit, that would be nice. But I don't think we'll be able to. Let's see what we can do. We'll need to do a lovely little strike on them. That's interesting that the bar goes back and forth. I keep redoing the attempt night attack thing. Simply because it feels like otherwise it might not work. I'm not sure. I've never wanted to take the chance. If any of you know, please tell me. If it's just the bar that somehow resets of leaving the screen, or if it's also the night battle setting. Please tell me. I would love to know. Now, in this operation, having archers on the walls will be crucial. Which makes us all the more satisfying that we have Dunedain willing to fight for us. Yeah. You know what, you guys, you can sort of stand up here and shoot, can't you? That's okay. It's not the best. Maybe putting you up here is good. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, we have our cavalry. We have our infantry that's looking very sorry for itself, to be honest. They'll need retraining by some margin, but it's still there, you know? Still there. Let's get him out of there. And Dunedain cavalry, Dunedain scouts, all run out. It's gonna go quick. Ooh. Ah, yes, we could absolutely use the scouts to target their pikemen as they go. Lovely. Keep going, keep going. And Gandalf will wait here on the flanks. Our infantry will sort of function as bait, essentially. Right. Did we take out enough of them to... Yeah. Oh, hello there. They're shooting back. Boogly boogly. Come along, dear friends. Come along. Our scouts have actually done a decent job. 9% of them are gone now, which is good. Alright, here they come. They seem to be going for the scouts. No, not really. But they are putting themselves into shooting range, which is all we really care about. So, yeah. Shoot away, dear rangers. Shoot away. And you guys too. Yes, yes. Actually, why don't we put you slightly further forward? Yes, yes. Right there. Good. Very nice. Keep shooting some raiders. It's going to be good. With Orc Hunters there, with Dark Blades doing their thing. We should start sending Dunedain cavalry out to eventually flank those. Ooh, they're not that aggressive. They're feeling insecure about their position, it seems. Gandhi, it's time to test the waters, I think. They're sort of just trying to outshoot us, and trying to outshoot the Dunedain is probably not the smartest career move. So what do we have there? Orc Hunters, we can eat those for breakfast. The Marauders, we need to be wary of. Infantry, not too problematic. Pikes, we need to be wary. I mean, really, if we can just stand here and shoot them, then bearing a few casualties from their Dark Blades is not the worst thing in the world, because we are absolutely outcompeting them for archer power every step of the way. Scouts, I want you guys to stop shooting, essentially. And I want you to target, specifically, their Marauders. Well, you need to weaken them a little bit. Thank you. Gandalf just yelling at them from across the field. I'm not sure they can hear you, old pup. You've got a powerful voice, but hey, everything has limits, you know. Look at that. Beautiful. The
enemy are badly bloodied.
Very nice.
Half their men.
Very nice. Haha, you're just taking out half the Marauders. It's perfect. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your service. Now, what else do we have? These guys sort of shooting back at them, but they are absolutely unwilling to cede their ground, as it were. We haven't lost much. Our infantry has held well despite their missile barrage, which is good. Okay, well, I suppose we're done shooting at them, which means we should start charging. And so we shall. Dark Blades, go. Angmar infantry, go. Marauders, go. Scouts, you have some Marauders to deal with as well. If we send enough cavalry at it, they, you know, that unit will crumble. Wonderful.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
We just need to keep outmaneuvering them. And how are the scouts doing? Ah, chased off the wargs. Quite nice. I just need to lose those north guards. Very good. Okay. So far, so grand. Some routing. Angmar infantry in need of a schmacking. Gandalf is doing good against the Marauders. Yes. 9 Dark Blades left. You know, they need to go. And infantry, march upon the north guard, please.
The enemy general abandons his men.
Yeah, one thought he might. And there he goes. Can we catch him? I guess it's possible. They've been shooting at the Rangers. That explains their ineffectiveness. My god. Guys. I thought you guys were good at what you did. You know, part of being a good archer is also picking good targets, right? I'm very sorry I'm having to tell you this, but you failed in that job. To some degree. I mean, really. Oh, let's avoid those. Yeah, I said avoid them. Thank you. Let's get the scouts out. And the North Guard wavers and falls. Right. Infantry, move on. We've got cavalry enough to deal with those.
Behold how our cowardly foe
Very good. Okay.
It's time to press the attack.
Okay. A pretty smooth victory. Especially if we heal a few. What do we have there? Just a single Angmar infantry running away. Not gonna bother. Dunedain Rangers, 157 casualties, the highest of the day. Congratulations, fellas. Congratulations. But accommodations must also be given to the scouts for their swift work of with those marauders. And back we come to find that we have a ransom we might cash in. But they don't want to pay it. Which is fair, I suppose. Now, we have these guys. Walk skirmishers, they're a bit annoying. Bunch of infantry. Hello, Furhen. That's interesting because Furhen is very close to a Danish word that means beforehand. I didn't expect that. I thought Liag would just run away. But apparently, I don't know if they've been given some directive from the High Command that they are not to give an inch of ground.
We attack!
Well, in that case, Gandalf is gonna stop asking nicely and he's going to slam you with his big stick. Yeah. Oh, we've got a lot of small, sharpened sticks that are absolutely perfect for the job of, you know, arrows. Okay. Start shooting and we'll start charging. They seem immediately enthused by the prospect of meeting us in battle. What a sight. Okay. Hello, savages. We should get at least a couple to shoot at the skirmishers. And if you can shoot at the skirmishers too, that would be excellent. Because, actually, I'm not too fussed about the infantry. Gandalf can ride them down till the cows come home. Truly, I mean, we just need to apply a bit of pressure here. Yeah. Here comes the servant of the secret fire. No. Okay. Very good. Smaggity smack smack smackaroo. Everybody, charge into that. We're going to rout them all in one go, essentially. Oh no, they don't like it. Look at that. Okay.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Look at that. Look at that. They're all just crumbling beneath our hooves. That went pretty quick. Let's not shoot at will. It's not really worth it.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
At least we can pursue the infantry down. But the rest of them are a bit, you know, far away. There we go. Yeah,
by
there we go.
Victory we have won here today.
28 casualties. Not too bad. Who suffered the most? Dunedain scouts. Yeah, I did charge you straight into infantry, so a little bit is to be expected. But overall, I think this went down rather well. Rangers healing, armsmen, wardens, yoo-hoo! So Gandalf has traded pretty effectively with Angmar, and he shall continue to do so for many, many moons to come. Now, I'm not sure exactly what's gonna happen with those guys, but we are going to send a couple of Dunedain cavalry units their way. Just because we can. Pure infantry. Ha ha. That's pure joy for me. Let's see if we can get ourselves a general, shall we? Someone to take over business in Barkaleg as Gandalf moves on to pastures new.
Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
Well, I like hearing that they're gaining the upper hand, as you might put it, dear sir, because it means we have an outstanding victory on our hands. I have nothing but melee infantry. There's nothing to fear here. All we need to do is shoot the thralls for a bit, charge the others into dust and grit, and then we will be through it. So let's do it. Shoot the thralls, shoot the thralls. Stay out of harm's way, just shoot the thralls. And here we are outmaneuvering the infantry because that's not too tricky. Okay, so far so good. We have them pinned. Now we will have them binned. Ooh, that hurt them a bit. Okay, very nice. Let's get out of there. Let's get everybody out. Oh, we lost a couple. Bloody hell. Well. That's what happens. But we took almost half of them, so it's pretty good. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. We lost 1%, and we have like a third of their manpower, so. Now they're just fruitlessly chasing us, which is the perfect time to strike. Smike-a-doo! Oh, that doesn't look nice, does it? No. But they're still holding together, mostly. Okay, you've impressed me, Angmar. Few survive this long. Okay. Let's get our cavalry out before they get charged by spearmen.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Precisely. Oops, hello there. Let's not sit around and wait to find out what they want to do to us.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor.
Well,
From such tidings does victory emerge.
let's see if their porous nature extends to a rear charge as well. I think it will. Hello there, thralls. Goodbye, thralls.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
And they are routed. Very nice. Very good, very good, very good. Shoot at them just a little bit. Good, we've exhausted our arrows. I think it's about time we did something about their formations.
Behold how
And they're
our
gone.
cowardly foe runs. Our foe is utterly vanquished. Let all who remember this day remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
Now, we didn't have Gandhi here to take the fall, in inverted commas, but hopefully we'll get a nice general out of this. There's always hoping.
Enemy finds us here.
Ransom them. They take it, and
The day is ours.
no
Ordered.
man of the hour. Ugh, okay. Well,
Yes, my lord.
we can survive that.
With honor. Yes. This
We're still
town
making
will
some
keep
pretty
vigil
beautiful
over the
progress
land.
here in the north.
As you wish.
Okay.
Your orders, my lord.
Maybe Aladon will be attacked. I would actually welcome that. Draw out some of these buggers.
I
Gadadic.
expect you,
Yeah, you can
my
come
enemy.
right in
Yes,
if you
my
like.
lord.
But it seems Angmar feels under pressure, and that is kind of how we want them. And Banidonionach, you're getting some good archers, and soon you'll be able to retrain one of these scout units as well, and get some armsmen, some cavalry. Ooh, you can get some wardens. You know what? Let's get some wardens. Yeah, wardens are good.
Your will, my lord.
Well, at least they're good enough. And I guess we should save a little bit of money for infrastructure investments. Are we building all the way down here? No, we're not building these great roads. Danurach is building there. Byrig is building the mines. That's pretty nice. Okay. So, Haladan, let's move you on.
Yes.
Let's just briefly investigate Aragorn's situation. Yeah. Mordor is just now. They don't want to sit and wait in the Pelennor Fields, so they've just opted to go to the other side of the Anduin. It's just sorely looking in this general direction, wondering what on earth to do, because they don't want to fight the ghosts,
Yes.
and nor apparently do they want to walk all the way around or attack Rohan or anything. They're hell-bent on attacking Gondor. It's like the reason for living, but they can't. They don't have the manpower to do so. Okay, we're gonna send our spy through.
Approaching quietly.
See what's happening here. Okay,
Approaching
some moderate
quietly. Approaching
Mordor activity.
quietly. Tomorrow's journey planned out.
But my hope is that how's the Lamroth doing? They're sort of my hope down here, that they've been doing okay. You know, taking Umbar and everything. Or was it them? No, that was in the Enedwaith campaign, wasn't it? Oh, yeah. Okay. Probably shouldn't get our hopes up then. But, still. It seems that Gondor is still holding. We're giving them a little bit of a reprieve. By the blood of our ghosts are their lands kept safe or something. So hopefully they'll be able to regain a little bit of momentum. That's sort of what we want. Yeah. Yeah, I've got some folks over here. What to do with them though, that's the question. But overall, things are looking up. Things are looking up. So let's end another turn so that we can get to the good bits. The good bits. Ah, hello there. You billowing pillocks.
As the enemy surrounds us.
Well. You're going to be met with steel and hooves. We have reinforcements coming. And I don't think you're going to like them, dear dwarves. I don't think you're going to like them. What else do we have? The Dunlendings struggling against the mighty Enedwaith. Ah, okay. This door, where do you come? Ostsul. Way.
Yes, my lord.
Royal Swordmasters Guild. You know what? I'll take that, yeah. Sounds nice. It'll cost a bit, of course. It'll delay some other construction projects, I'm sure. Dunyard are just waiting for the funding for this thing. Going, what are they doing? We're receiving no money at all. No financial aid. I am Adrian. I demand to know who is responsible for the finances of this realm. And meanwhile, he just sees like fully spec'd armies walking right past him and
We can go no further, my lord.
keeps seething. Seething with anger. And we're gonna get that bastard crew in there.
By your command. Joining
Um,
forces, my lord. Orders. Yes.
Your orders, my lord.
into the fort you go.
Your will, my lord. Orders.
Into this fort goes a cavalry unit.
Your will, my lord.
Into the fort you go. Actually,
Yes,
you
my
could go
lord.
into that fort too. And Ostsul, yeah,
Your orders,
this
my
door.
Yes.
Maybe we should just send you off. Send you to Deadman's
Shall
Dyke
continue tomorrow.
right off the bat. Right. So, insufficient funds to retrain the armsmen, but we're under siege
I'll
anyway.
rip off your head
So.
and spit on your neck,
Yeah.
my lord.
You win some, you
As you
booze
wish.
some, you know?
We'll make camp here.
Nar. Return of Nar.
Arms to end this feud.
Bloody nobleman.
Orders. I will only address
Fosca.
you in battle.
How much free upkeep? We have 2 there. And 5 there. Ooh, that's 7. It's pretty good. That's very nice. I am then going to send a couple of these over to Carn Dûm.
My lord. Yes.
Because eventually they might also be retrainable, who knows. I think Gandalf would do well to hold off
orders,
just a
my
little
lord.
bit with his own invasions. In the meantime... Or maybe... should he go and aid Aradon here in Ethelyn? Could he? Yes, he
my
could.
lord.
And he could send cavalry to go with it.
Your orders. Yes, my lord.
Yes.
You know what?
To
You're
battle.
going to
We
assault
shall prevail.
Ethelyn.
Yes.
Or Ethilin, I suppose. You have some spearmen to deal with wargs. You have some archers as well.
Your orders, my lord.
Horse archers. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna take these 61 guys. We're gonna take this Dunedain cavalry unit. Boom, 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 boom.
Yes, my lord.
Come on. Do as I say. Swords will be of no use here. Well, actually, your swords will be very useful over there. So.
Your orders, my lord.
What happens if Gandalf leaves? Barkeleg becomes sad, but we could just reduce taxes.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, we're gonna send him. Gandalf the Mighty, you are needed. Infantry can't reach it, but that's okay. Still, saved a little bit on sending some over there. Gandalf gets to get out of Barkeleg and besiege their capital again. And
Your orders, my lord.
And an army from the south is congregating to deliver a few final pushes around here. Very nice. Very good. Q's stalled, we know where. But it's okay. Varadonyar is building paths. Dunedain cavalry. Okay. We are just hampered by our economy. Just a tiny bit.
Yes, my lord.
Making camp here.
Now the question is... No, there's no real question. We need to pass through Rohan and we need to pass through these lands. Over here, through the dead marshes, and then into the Morannon. That's sort of the only real place we can go with these guys. But I mean, it's a capable army. So as long as they don't run into too many great beasts, I guess they'll be okay. Hopey hopey. Gopey schnopey.
Is that what you want?
My lord. Approaching quietly.
Is that what you want?
Okay. But they are starting to get some decent units. Ah, 77% chance going wrong. Always feels a little sad.
Your orders, my lord.
Okay, well. I guess that's a spy we won't be paying for, but it's still sad. Still very sad. Very, very sad. Sad day.
Orders.
I think, couldn't we send this unit of clan hunters into that fort? That'd be pretty good. Good on ya, you're just doing you. Oh yes, this place. Tirthuin. We need what do we need? Some growth, I guess. At the next opportunity. A leather worker would be good. You know. Maybe we should even disband this building. It would give us a little bit extra cash as well every turn. And I am going to take this one out as well. It gives us a bit of money to work with in the short term. And increases our income by a collected 200. Because these places are unaffected by corruption anyway. So it's not even helping them in that regard. We're just getting some building income back. Okay. So far so good. Let's be on with the show. Let's see how Angmar responds to the siege of Athelin. Or Thilin. Ah, roads built. Yay! Congratulations. Well, hello there, Thrain. You've been led astray. Now we should sort of assess whether we could actually do something constructive with this. How much could we do, feasibly? It's not the heaviest army. They've got some crossbows, and they're of course really annoying. They've got some phalanx, and I don't think we'll be able to beat them necessarily, but we could, inflict some losses upon them. Tactically inflict a few losses here and there, and then retreat to hopefully Numenus. Either way, we should definitely go onto the field and bring the battle to the enemy. Maybe take out 100 dwarves, you know? Because why not?
Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
So, my friends, here's what we're going to do. We're going to place one unit right over here and another unit way over here. And then we're going to see what they go for and who they send where. They go for the scouts. Okay. This means that our lovely Dunedain cavalry will have some room to play with. Heartland scouts coming over. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. If they aim their missile units in this general direction, I won't be too displeased, but because we can just run rings around them. Here we have Heartland militia, labourers, pikemen, phalanx, swordsmen, warriors, all the melee troops. Oh, and some marksmen. Ah, okay, they are pretty nasty. They are very accurate, they load their crossbows pretty quickly, and they have good range and accuracy. It's just a pain to deal with. Good damage as well. Don't want to be caught by them. What are they trying to shoot at? The cavalry. But they are out of range. Yeah, okay. It is going to be a tricky battle. Not going to lie. Not going to lie. It's going to be tricky to do some good here, but we're going to try. We're going to try. Okay. Interesting. The Longbeard phalanx is meshing with the melee units. That's not what we like to see. Makes us unable to charge them. This functionally, and oh my lord! Oh my god! Oh, those bloody crossbows! Bloody crossbows! Okay, maybe this was a bit of a foolhardy mission. Maybe we should just get out of here. I don't know. Try and charge the marksman, I guess. And smash. Okay. And quickly pull back. Pull back before you get completely hammered. Oh, I say that too late. Those crossbows. Those bloody crossbows. They're so powerful. Like each of those crossbow bolts that land just kill something instantly, and it's pretty nasty. Did we take out all the marksmen? No, but almost. That's a poor result, really. Yeah. Swordsman, phalanx. Oh, hello, militia. Okay, interesting. They're just going hog wild for the cavalry, which is an opportunity. Presents an opportunity to do something about that banister crew. Laborers, crossbows, scouts, okay. Ah, why don't you all run when I tell you? Anyway. Banister crew essentially removed from the equation. Hello, warriors. Hello, swordsman. Okay. Where are those scouts at? They're over there. With marksmen and crossbows. You know what? That is a bit of an opportunity. Let's go for it. And in the meantime, these guys can shoot at the Firebeard warriors. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Ow! Ah. Crossbows have no business being this good against cavalry. Really. Oh my lord. Ha ha ha. They resist the charge better than spearmen in that regard. My lordy lord. And, oh, the bastards come back. Shaky creaky. Ah! Every round that hits hurts my soul. And that one's gone. There we go. You're out of arrows now. Let's try to flank the warriors with our Dunedain cavalry. Hooray!
We've lost half of our men.
Ow. I know. Took out a couple.
Our general lies
Oh.
up on the battlefield.
Okay, general gone. Well, it's not the biggest loss, of course, but it's still, it's symbolic, you know? Yeah, the dwarves are a bit good. they're a little good, you know? There are just limits to what 2 cavalry units can do against them. And we are going to leave. But still, you know, taking out 40% of them is pretty good. Even if we lost most of ours. And off they go.
Defeat is a bitter drop to swallow. Next time it'll be our foe that
Yeah.
sups from this most foul cup.
Hello, Angmar! Aren't you happy? Okay, so Ulf comes with okay troops, and he comes to assist Ragnar, who has okay troops. So Gandalf the Mighty will have some work to do, and he shall gladly do it. And Aradon will also hold his own with his men. I think this battle is going to be fun. I think it's going to be really fun.
Muster your courage, men! We march into battle!
So much battling this episode. Not that much management, more battle. Ha. Fell deeds awake. They have chosen the mist. And we have the hill. Haha. Okay.
The enemy
Alright.
brought up more men.
Let's be done with them. Okay. And the enemy is coming from over here. That's where the reinforcements are. Let's see if we can take out the first army before the second one gets here. Shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Greenland militia, prepare to flank the foe in front of you. Iron Crown warriors, thralls, huskars. Okay. You know what? Rangers, go for the huskars. I think they have an armor rating of 8, but you have a missile attack of 7, so it's a pretty good match. Ruda landsman, lured into a trap. There we go. Oh, hello, pikeman.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Let's give our thanks to the wardens for laying down their lives so that we might charge away at them. What's this? Iron Crown Longbowmen charging after Dunedain cavalry. Oh, you guys. Oh, you guys. You never cease to surprise me. With stupidity, I might add.
Foolish general has thrown his life away.
What?
Perhaps our chances of victory with it.
What? No! No! Not to this. Not by charging into Longbowmen. Ah. That. My friends, we can be happy he comes back as an Arthedain knight, but oh yeah. I mean, let's look at his stats. Of course, it is, you know, 20 defense. It's not a lot, but still. Flicking Gandalf dying like this. That's not really the best. Ah, that's why our scouts are embattled. They are being attacked by the wargs. Okay. Okay. Yeah. They've been set out. And they are angry. And now, so am I.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
No, it doesn't. Calm yourself, friend. Calm yourself. Okay. You're not really charging those warriors like I want you to. I know you just lost Gandalf and it's a bit of a pity, but come on. That's not how I wanted Gandalf to go out, but you know. Had to happen. Had to happen. At some point, he will come back stronger than ever before. He'll come back like a powerhouse. Slightly expensive powerhouse, but a powerhouse nonetheless. Okay, this battle is ending up a little bit more even than I wanted it to be, but we will manage. Okay, Captain Ulf is gone. It's pretty good. Our infantry blob is tackling pretty much anything that comes in his way. Halberdiers, archers, okay. Ah. Slightly hectic battle. But we can deal with it. Bodyguard. Smack down some halberdiers, please. You're running down enemies. Very good, very good. Yeah, pikemen. They need to go. Okay, Gandalf.
Lost half of our men.
Pikeman. Gotta get him down. Gotta put him to bed.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. The battle seems to be swinging in our favor. From such tidings does victory emerge.
Hello there. Some halberdiers in need of fumigation.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Defeat certain. No, I will not have that. We're losing quite a lot here. A lot of troops. I still think the battle is sort of in our hands, but... you're being attacked by Angmar infantry. That's not too good. Okay. But we could countercharge with other scouts. And once you've gotten out of their hair, do something over there. You guys are winning. Looking good. Okay. These guys. Yes. Smackaroo. You guys doing good. Yes. Smackaroo. Our rangers are struggling. Yeah. Whew. Some might say the play is to get Gandalf killed early on to get that immediate power spike, but, you know, nobody likes to lose a good general, right? And it's a sad day when he dies. No matter what. And now this unit will disband. Oh, it's a bit of a shame. But we won.
This is a clear victory.
A clear victory, apparently. Ah, okay, we regained quite a few of our losses, so that's nice. 291. Dunedain cavalry. 203 Dunedain scouts. Well done. 166 Dunedain scouts. Well done. Although you did lose quite a lot, both of you. 219 bodyguards. Good work there, Aladon. Proving your mettle. Rangers 317. You paid for it, but that's also, I mean, that's the biggest kill tally of the day. Never underestimate a ranger.
If the enemy
And yeah.
Glory, honor, victory.
We're gonna sack this place.
An honorable, glorious victory.
So, Angmar, how do you feel about that?
Our courage and honor have conquered.
Belfast sieged.
Come and get me,
Okay.
coward.
Not sure I feel good about that. Anyway. But we have another heartland region. We just need to convert some people. Convert some people to our cause. That man Stike gets trade. Ah. And Todd has been very helpful in driving off some Angmar folks. Thank you.
Yes, my lord.
Is door continue,
Honor.
please?
Making
To that
camp
man
here.
Stike.
Your will, my lord. My lord. Your will, my lord. My lord.
These cavalry units. The scouts will be retrainable here relatively soon, I should think. Yeah, not too bad.
Your orders, my lord.
The cavalry we can send toward Baedonionach.
By your command, laying in wait for the enemy.
Captain Teely, Captain Thrain. Yes. Their forces severely reduced. Dunlarach. Finally down with the kids. And all the, you know, infrastructure buildings. So we can... we could get Stuart's Hall. But there are cheaper ways to grow your place. This one will give twice the bang. For the proverbial buck. This one's good too. Let's get that. Carn Dûm. Anything here that we can do without? Orc camp. Gone. Orc pit. Gone. Barracks. Yeah, I suppose we can use the public order bonus. But we are absolutely accruing some good financials. And Dunyard is building its... Oh, yes.
Yes, my lord.
Good. Dunyard's building its roads.
Yes, we shall continue tomorrow.
And now Haladan's journey takes a dangerous turn.
We can go no further, my lord. Making camp
We're gonna
here.
make our way
Go
through these
no
lands.
further, my lord.
We need a spy. We do. Need someone to do some reconnaissance. Can't just wander into situations we know nothing about. And here, hunting camp would be good. We can get some woodland hunters going. And it gets a bit of income, a free upkeep unit. Those are all good things.
Your orders,
Can
my
we build
lord.
a tower?
This This tower will
Just to
keep
see.
vigil over the
But it
land.
seems that these lands are pretty empty, which is good. That's very nice. We like that. We like that a lot. And this Dunedain cavalry, they will
Yes, my lord.
join
Your will, my lord.
this army when it's time.
As you wish.
Dum dum dum. Money saved, money earned. And we should retrain the troops that we can here. Just in case, you know. Don't want to be caught with your pants down, do you now? Well, certainly I don't. First Dunedain, soon to upgrade. You know what, let's speed that along. See if we can do that. I am happy with the state of our economy.
Your will, my lord.
Quite happy. Quite happy. Building that Stewart's Hall is going to help. Once those are retrained, it's all good. We also need a... Well, we need some trade buildings, I suppose. We need the Bridge of Tharbad. Yeah. It's going to be very nice. Very nice indeed. Oh, look at... So much more population growth once that is done. And it's going to expand trade as well. Because of course it will. Increase in tradable bonuses. And it is attainable. With the means we will have. Next turn. So let's see if we get it. And let's see if Gandalf comes back. Does it take, what, a few turns? A year, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. And we're back, without incident. Swordmaster skilled in Athilin? Yeah, maybe. Not my biggest priority right now. But the amount of money we have communicates to me that the Bridge of Tharbad is being built. Woohoo! Hooray for that. Ooh, the Royal Barracks. Well, what does it really offer? I guess nothing at the moment until we reunite the kingdom, I guess. Yeah. Maybe even anything. Maybe nothing after then too. Who knows? We'll see. Now,
As you wish.
you'll have to go there.
Will, my lord. My lord.
You have to go there.
My lord. Orders. By your command.
You have to go there, and then next turn this whole army can sort of come together and move out. For now they're sort of still in money saving mode, because it is still relevant. And let's have a look at this. Tharbad we know, and Matraith. Lumber camp. Sure, I suppose we could. We can reduce the taxes a bit. Build a lumber camp. It's gonna just enable us to train some lumbermen. Not the biggest bonus in the world, but you know what? Let's go for a school when we can. And here comes Turlin. Ah, he's the best spy we ever had. Yay! Let's spy on our allies. Woohoo! What a lovely investigation.
Your orders, my lord.
With
Yeah, and he's just gonna run out ahead of the army. So, Carn Dûm building chicken farming, Barkaleg building a hunting camp, and ooh, a university could be nice. Happiness bonus. Yeah, I do like those. A bit extra growth. Some extra happiness, all those things. If we can afford it next turn, it would be nice. So, let's see if we can. That'd be good. Oh, hello, Todd.
I would fight for your people as if they were my own, friend.
Are you on a bit of an Angmar hunt? I mean, hey, it's not for me to judge. That's a fine occupation of your time. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, we have our infantry. I think the strike force from Numenor is sort of ready.
My lord.
Ready to lock, load, and rock and roll.
Orders. My lord.
These fellas can go back to Deadman's Dyke.
My lord. Your will, my lord. Orders.
Yes.
How far can you go?
Lord,
You can go a
my lord.
decent length. Let's retrain
Your will,
the forces
my
there. That will remain,
Yes, your orders, my lord.
because some will not.
My lord.
You see,
will,
some
my
will be
lord.
heading off to adventures new.
Yes. Making camp here. As you command.
Ah, they need to go that way. Okay.
Orders.
They will be joined next turn by the cavalry
As you wish.
and
March to
the
exhaustion.
rangers.
Yes, my lord.
Orders. Yes.
Retraining for you guys. Very good. Very good.
My lord.
Uh,
Orders.
It's a bit tenuous to send these guys, but we can send the cavalry once they are retrained. They will be helpful, for sure. As will this. So that's 2 extra units of cavalry and an extra unit of archers. Should we also send... Yeah, let's also send these rangers.
By your command.
Just because we
Joining
can.
forces, my lord.
And, yeah, sorry about the guild. It's going to have to wait. Here, everything is as we need it to be.
Your will, my lord.
Furnace Drunen. You're not up to much, really. Tharbad is where the development is at. That's good. How's it going here? Yeah, Mordor is still struggling with the fact that they can't leave. But we can't spring a trap just yet. We need to have a decisive edge in
Yes,
such
my
a
lord.
fight. We absolutely do. We're still making good money. And this place will be trading with different places. Woohoo! It's going to be good. Deadman's Dyke, what can you build? A lot of things, as it turns out. And we should. So, could we... It seems that this isn't moving an inch at all, ever. And we need it to, so let's build a school next, if we can. Numenor, yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. Soon you'll be able to train some new troops, maybe? Actually, not that soon. Maybe some wardens. Wardens are good enough. Not that great, but they're good enough. Deadman's Dyke. Yeah, we just need culture going up so we can train some troops there. Keloniak. Not the best place for training troops, to be honest. Anyway, let's end the turn. Ah, look at the roads. Yay, coming along. Woo! And they offer us that Swordsmith's Guild again. Ah, what? Mordor? What? What do I have to do to get those guys out of your hair? Maybe they're also coming from the south. I suppose that's what they're doing. Bloody hell. Why can't they stop them? Pains me. It pains me. Oh, hello there at the Numenor. You might need some help, actually. Because the dwarves have gathered into a single force onto bloody Nar. Bloody Nar. Bloody murder is what I'm going to call that one.
My lord. Yes.
Okay.
Your will, my lord. My lord.
Your orders, my lord.
Shall we postpone or shall we just go for it? What is Marak doing there? still not fighting them. They're just walking in and out of their lands. Ah, situation is ambiguous. We're gonna go back to Numinous, I think.
With honor.
Because we don't want to lose it.
As you wish.
I'd welcome a trial by arms to end this feud.
And if we could take all these troops, I suppose we could take them down. First Druiding can upgrade. Hooray. Gonna kick taxes into high gear until it happens. Queues are stalling because we're building so many things. House of Kings. That does sound good, doesn't it? Also pretty expensive, but good. Yeah, the roads are worth it. They definitely are. Eventually. Carn Dûm. Hello. I'm really interested in the 32s at the moment, so I'm not going to retrain those. Yeah, this university is always the last to get funding, am I right? Okay. We could build a master carpenter's hut. Wouldn't be too bad. You know what, developing Dunlarach isn't that important right now. Other places are more important. I would say Barkaleg is more important. Let's get a hunter's unit. Now what else can we do? We can improve our public order and growth simply with a herbalist. No, not growth apparently. Not even public order in a measurable way. Why is Enedwaith so keen on sending troops to that place? They're not even fighting either us or the goblins, so what's pulling them here? I'm just not sure, but I'm not convinced it means anything good for us, to be honest. So, a group of rangers? Not a bad idea. Okay, and then a new army marches and will cause us economic devastation. But such is life.
My lord. Yes. Yes. We're combining forces by your command.
I suppose we could
Merging armies, my
send the
lord.
cavalry on next turn, but
Yes.
the rest of them, yeah.
Your orders, my lord.
So you have to go this way, and you have to take whatever it is that is over there.
Yes.
Something, blum blum blum. The campaign in the north shall not stop just because Gandalf dies. Can't have that. Can't have that. Bridge of Tharbad. 4 turns. Counting down. Counting down, everyone. And counting down to this one too. It's going to be really profitable. As long as Enedwaith stays peaceful and happily trading with us. You know, those things, they matter. They matter quite a lot, as it appears. And here comes Nar, not to be deterred by an army greater than his own.
We must make a stand.
Strange man.
Besieged.
I suppose we have lighter troops in Numinous. Maybe that's why he's sort of gunning for it. Really, he shouldn't. He shouldn't. Angmar does nothing of note. Okay. The Adrian do nothing of note. Athelin gets nothing of note. Castle ready to upgrade. Oh. A fortress upgrade. Well, I am pretty happy about that. Not sure how that works. It's already a stronghold, it says. I don't know. The terminology is a bit whack. But anyway. Byrick gets mines. Very nice. He'll get farms as well, which is good. We like to see it. Queues are stalling because of something. We're building a large town there. That's a bit expensive, I guess.
With honor. Yes.
On we go.
By your command. Join with honor. We can go no further, my lord. We shall continue tomorrow.
Your orders,
I guess
my
there is where the town is, right?
We can go no further,
Should be.
my lord. Oh, yes. By
Can you
your
see it?
command.
No.
Yes.
Doesn't matter too much, I guess.
I will only address you
But yeah,
in
troops from
battle.
Barkaleg will eventually be able to
Yes,
join
my lord.
Himramir, the defender, who shall now become the aggressor. And
My lord. Your will, my lord.
I guess we could use some of those guys.
Orders.
So let's get him on. Let's get him on board. Let's bring him to Barkaleg
By your
immediately, and then Adrian will just stay in Athelin and keep tabs on everything.
Your orders, my lord.
All right.
Your will, my lord.
And then Numinous. And Numinous is under siege again.
I'll
Thrain
rub
is
off
over
your
here,
head and spit
and
on
Nard
your
is over
neck.
here. And if I attack one, I suppose I attack both of them, right? Yes, and I can't attack at night because something. But it's okay. Nar comes with a lot of lighter troops, actually. So it's not the worst fight in the world. We just need to embroil Nar with fighting our armsmen in melee without getting him to shoot too much at them beforehand. And then we can, you know, recharge him with cavalry and be done with that fool. Building a school in Carn Dûm. University still stalling. It is ever the way, apparently.
Yes, my lord.
Hmm.
My lord.
Can we...
Yes.
Yeah, we can merge a unit of scouts together similarly to the
my
others.
lord.
Yeah, we
My
can.
lord. Your will, my lord.
And then next turn they can join as well, so that we have 2 units of each, and they're both extremely competent. Which is good. Let's see how we're doing down here.
Yes,
Haladan
my lord.
stands here, and he is able to move 0.
Approaching Your orders, my lord.
But let's go onto the bridge at least. Because that enables us to potentially move forward next turn, so that's good. And then we'll sort of force Rohan into fighting Foldberg. Come on, join with Solas and take him out. It's no problem. We have blocked Hacksack as well, so take him out. Come on. You can do it.
Quietly.
Ah, Ginyard holds. This is very nice to know.
Tomorrow's journey planned out. I shall continue tomorrow.
We're neutral with Rohan though, so we shouldn't count on their good graces forever. They're sort of pesteringly and not wanted to ally us at all, which is a bit of a pity. Here we want a Stewart Hall, and then we're going to go for the city upgrade.
My lord.
Right. One more turn. Oh, it's so tempting just to go for one more turn. Yeah, let's do that. And we come back to find that Athelin has perhaps gotten a guild, but we can't afford it. Oh, this is a sad day. I don't want to become the enemies of the High Elves, but we're the only allies now. They've broken their alliances with pretty much everyone. So they're turning themselves into a bit of a pariah nation now. This is not good. Nah, they've just proven to us that they are self-serving. They do not want to really engage with our enemies meaningfully. That's not the kind of ally they are. So... I don't know what to do about this. I'll leave it aside for now. But I think I will have to stand with the High Elves. But they're just waiting. They're just waiting to attack Tharbad. You can just see it on their smug little faces. I don't want them to attack Tharbad. Tharbad is a pretty place. And we want to keep it pretty please. We want to train the Tharbad Royal Guard. They can attack us all they like once we have those. Yeah, and Dundarach's building again. Athelin is deprioritized, but the university is getting funding at last. Okay, hello. Echan, what are you doing? That's not sound
Yes, my lord.
strategy what you're doing there.
With honor.
Novorok Law. The new capital. Okay, hello. Gararik. Okay. I'm not liking the numbers of troops we have there, but you know what? Let's move over there. And we're going to take our cavalry, put them there, and then whatever they attack us with, we'll probably be able to mount a credible opposition and take them on. What else though? Dunedain cavalry there. I like them. And then we have this guy. He needs to go. He really does. And we have troops here just itching to go to Barketa and see some action, as well as this cavalry unit right there. I mean, that's a lot of good stuff, right? These 4, and then this one making 5. Then these militia can go to Numenus and just help hold down that place, I guess. Yeah, we'll need to do it. We'll need to rip off that band-aid. I am going to side with the elves on this one. I do not prefer it to be the aggressor. So, no longer allied to Enedwaith. Now all hell will break loose in the south. I just know it because those guys are imperialistic as all bollocks.
Yes, my lord.
And, we're just going to move to here. One tile at a time. One tile at a time. What's going on here?
Quietly.
Is that what you want?
Shack flak. Pushed into the hills.
Approaching quietly.
But as soon as we get out of this clusterfuck, then we will be pretty smooth sailing. We can just go through all this. So we're looking forward to that. For now, we're moving very slowly towards the enemy. The great enemy. It's a very daring plan to just say, oh, we're going to go in to Mordor and hope that they accept us. Who knows? Ooh, will we be able to buy the Black Gate? You know, amass enough money in the all the money in the world, purchase the Black Gate, go in, and it's worth considering. I think it's almost silly in its I mean, flagrant abuse of the game in a sense, but I would I'd be interested in trying that. But you know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to liberate Illuminus. And it's gonna be now. And I hope that you're gonna be with me as we bring Gnar to heal.
Attack!
We gotta get our city back. And then send troops north and attack. We're gonna strike and then do counter-striking. So, my friends. So. Can we place some troops on these walls? None at all. Okay. Well, we have our non-armor piercing archers. We have our armor piercing archers, and they shall be treated slightly differently in this battle. We have our infantry. Oh my lord, we have so many archers. Alright.
The enemy have brought up more men.
So, I assume that the enemy is going to just pull back quite, you know, sort of immediately. Scouts, get out. Cavalry, get out. Let's see what they end up doing. They're not that far away though. We could feasibly shoot them from this kind of range. As soon as we get our folks into place. Yeah, they're in range and they know it. Sending forth crossbows though, not the best idea. They're not the best idea. Alright. Scouts, didn't I ask you to move? They seem to be playing into our hand a bit here, so I'm not going to complain about this at all. Just gonna run rings around them for a while, shoot at them for a while. Look at that, we're trading very favorably with them, so hooray. You know what, let's shoot their long-bit phalanx with our... they have more of those, don't they? No, it's mostly regular pikemen, which means that they are relatively vulnerable to our arrows. Actually, we gotta shoot at those. And then we have the Munzahar nobles. Yes. Bandits. I'm gonna smack those on the head and call them silly for coming. And yeah, scouts just go for the pikes. Oh, the swordsmen are coming at you. Well, they're not going to be very happy about doing that. Heartland militia, smack. 5-year warriors, smack.
The battle is very much in our favor.
35% of them gone. How do you like that, dwarves? How do you like running away for once? Yeah. Alrighty. Our cavalry is almost intact from that charge. Hooray. Why are you shooting Corsair archers? That's literally the least well-armored unit in the entire enemy battalions. So let's not focus too much on those, unless we bloody have to. Need to take out this pikeman. Broadbeam marksman, give him a rear charge. See how they like it. There, we're dealing with the pikes. Yay, hooray. Oh my lord, you guys are just marching forward, aren't you? Yeah, okay. Really, we need to take out those militia as they run away. That's a very good idea. We just need to do it with cavalry instead of infantry. It's gonna be good. Yep. Keep shelling the lighter troops, people, but without hitting our own if you can. You know, you have a straight shot at those pikes, so give them a shot. And here, crossbows. Smack him down. You guys smack down that broadbeam marksman, unless he's already dead. He is. Okay. Hush my mouth then. Go for the scouts. We need to apply some pressure in a very systematic way. Hoping to break the enemy bit by bit. Bandits over there. You know what? Perfect target for archers. Odin pikemen struggling. Alright. Erland scouts over there. Oh, hello! Summons our nobles charging into our cavalry. Because of course they do. We need to get away from that as fast as humanly possible. And it's possible to go quite fast for you humans, so let's do that. Oh, let's go there and then smack the scouts. Thank you. And who are you shooting at? Not really much at the moment, so let's use you constructively in melee. Most of the army is gone, so we need to run down the last bit of armed resistance over there. We need to get the nobles into melee. With any means necessary. I don't think our rangers do much good at this point, so let's just stop shooting. Summon our nobles. They need to be gone very soon, so charge them please. And here we've broken through their archers, very good. Okay. That phalanx needs to go. Morale wise at least. Let's see if we can do that. No, they like that. Apparently. Bloody hell. Ah, there's a general there that needs to go. Okay.
Good tidings. The enemy
Ha!
general lies dead.
Who's that? Nard. Great. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, what remains? Oh,
Our men have
goodness.
slain the enemy general.
The bloody
Without him,
Dumbbeard
his troops will lose their will
phalanx.
to fight. The battle is very much in our favor. Behold how our coward, the enemy, are utterly vanquished.
Okay, pretty good.
This is a great victory, worthy of only
We
the
lost a few,
mightiest of generals.
mostly the infantry, but we also gained a few this back. Okay. All right. A decent showing. And now we can move on to Barketa. Lothlorien, Lothlorien. That's a world away right now.
We have
Goodbye.
triumphed.
Thank you for the cash. Okay, we can retrain those together, which is good. And those.
Yes, your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
So far, so glorious. We have one final cup of tea in the cup for today, and this means that I'll just take another end turn and see where we end
I
up.
would fight for your people as if they were
Your orders,
Himramir,
my lord.
you're just sitting there, not sure what you'll be doing.
big God.
Echen, I don't know what you'll be doing. What your plan is, I don't know. Not sure I care. It will fail either way. Let's end the turn and see what happens. Enedwaith, they don't attack us! Okay. Hooray. They value our trade relationship. This is good. This is really good. The last thing I need is a war on our southern border. Especially when most of our forces are either fighting in the north or trying to make their way through a war zone in Rohan. Dol Guldur. This place just keeps trading hands, apparently. Is Dol Guldur and Gundabad at war? Yes, they are. They're just at war with everyone. Except for Mordor. Not a wise move by any stretch, but entertaining, sure. Entertaining. And that's what we play this game for, entertainment. So, hooray. Oh, more forces.
Address you in battle.
Yes, my lord.
Looking at this, I'm tempted to go for the more valuable settlements further east.
Big God.
Ingar! You're getting in my way. And
Your
you
attention
know
is
it.
an honor, noble ally.
This place will never be able to train Dunedain, but Barkeleg might, so, yeah.
Your orders, my lord.
Time to take these buggers for a ride.
Your will, my lord.
These troops,
Yes.
and
your
then
orders,
these
my lord.
generals. All to Barketa you go.
Taking camp here.
You go with them, and
Armies, my lord.
over here,
Your will, my
these folks will join too.
As you wish.
It's going to be in a little
Go
bit of
no
a
further today.
blemish on the financial records,
Yes,
but
my lord.
it's not going to be too bad, I
I'm
think.
only here to
Ooh, cannon. We could actually do a bit of a draw-out situation, depending on what we're up against. Promising, promising. Can we retrain scouts over there? Yes, we can, so I think we should. Baradonionach, yeah, you won't be able... Actually, yeah, these are the ones that we should retrain over here. Once we have the money, apparently.
Your orders, my lord.
Foldberg stands. Eisenrun is having trouble. That's a sad thing. Erkenbrand is walking around the place.
Yes.
There we go. Yeah, we're out of there. Woohoo!
Shall continue tomorrow.
Our journey through Rohan
Go
continues.
no further.
What awaits us over here? Onodrith in Rohirric hands.
Yes, my lord.
Okay.
Making
My lord. Approaching.
Enedwaith being besieged by the smallest force of orcs. Come on, man. Just strike out at them and be done with that. My
Your
goodness,
orders, my
that.
lord.
That cannot be too... can't be too controversial of me to say that you should just get that out of the way. Durin, though, you need to go over here and make sure the road is clear. If we can take the fast road, then we absolutely will. It's just a matter of finding out whether it is actually available to us. Tharbad now with a fresh unit of rangers and a bridge of Tharbad coming along next turn. Woohoo! And game. Colonia, upgrading soon, but never soon enough. Okay,
Yes, my lord.
Himramir, you need to swat away Ingar.
Come and get me, you coward.
And that is indeed what you will do. Well, you guys don't know what's coming to you.
Muster your courage, men.
Himramir's gonna
We
give it to
march
you.
into battle.
He has been fighting your kind as Sul for many, many years. He knows your weaknesses, and he knows that they are plentiful. He wants to exploit every single one of them. Nice little army we have here. Alright. Your aggression and overconfidence is your weakness. Right. The pikemen are really the most problematic, so we're going to focus on those with our ranged troops. Scouts, just shoot at the infantry, I guess. That's a decent choice. The cavalry can take care of the York fighters. I mean, look at this. They're just folding under our might. Hello, orc fighters. Okay, you want to dance? Then dance. The best you can. You're gonna need it. With our pikemen, they're gonna fall. Our archers can take care of them all. We'll soften up and tire out these melee troops of theirs. Yes, the orc fighters. Perfect. Just come right here. No! Don't go for the bloody pikemen. I could see it. I could see it in your troop movements, Captain. You were going for the pikemen, and that is not condonable. Okay, you guys shoot the infantry now. The others charge into those. We need to get the cavalry out of there.
The battle is very much. The enemy are badly bloodied.
Ah, they took down a horseman.
Their men.
Maybe even two. Right. Smack them. That's a bit of a half-hearted charge, everybody, but you got him in the end. You got him in the end. Okay. We didn't lose too many. Still more than I'd like, of course. I don't know. And pikemen, none left.
This is a clear victory.
Very good. We're done here. Healed some scouts. They did much of the work, so I guess that's a good thing. So, ransoming off these people? Yeah, no. Apparently not. No.
We have triumphed.
But we have indeed
Lord,
triumphed,
my
and Barkaleg, you can give us some good archers.
Your will, my lord. Your will, my lord. Orders.
Let's bring him in.
Joining forces, my lord.
Okay, you're a sensitive place, I can see.
Your will, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
Your will, my lord.
Your orders, my lord.
Any troops that need a bit of love? We can take those 11, that shouldn't hurt too much.
Merging armies, my lord.
Merge them over there.
Your will, my lord.
And then when that is built, we'll build our war camp.
Yes, my lord.
It will be an honor as you command.
Mount Graham and the mountains of Angmar, they lie open.
Be gone.
Will you try and attack Carn Dûm?
Orders.
Hmm? Not the smartest choice in your career, good sir. 900 in devastation. That means that we could be up to a good like 2600 by
Your orders, my lord.
the time that's cleared off.
We shall
Bloody
engage.
Heeellooooooo causing devastation everywhere.
Your will, my lord. Yes.
Oh well. Now we have a little bit of a deterrence. A very archer militia focused deterrence, but you know, the finest archer militia in the land. That's something.
I would fight for your people as if they were my
The
own.
leather tan and Baradonionak. Would that be good? Maybe. How good would that be? Okay. Not great. What we really need is for this place to grow, actually. Maybe a way station would be nice. But growth, I think, is where it's at. So no, they don't really contribute to that. Sheep farming will do. That will absolutely contribute to growth, and so we will take it. We will take it. And I suppose this is where we shall leave it. Gandalf has yet to return in all his glory. Hopefully he will. Who knows?
Yes, my
But
lord.
elsewhere, things are progressing. They are absolutely progressing. We've taken another settlement from Angmar, and we are preparing to take more. Himramir the Defender will be quite capable in that regard, I would expect. Carn Dûm is quite capable of defending itself at this point. I do kind of want these guys with us. So you can send them into Barkaleg. Yeah. Those 56 cavalrymen, they're going to be very
Yes, my
handy.
lord.
Having 3 units of cavalry is good. And then we're going to see what those buggers come up with. And we'll let them upgrade this place a bit more, you know, make it a bit more valuable for us before we take it. Let's focus on Mount Graham, which will be an immediate boost to everything we do and everything we hold dear. And then I hope you will simply enjoy your time until Thursday, where the next Dunedain episode will come your way. And until then, I'll see you soon.